everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake.
And this is the Bible Reloaded, and we're back to read yet another chick track. It feels like it's been a long time, but really it hasn't, so...
When was the last time we did one?
I don't know,
last
probably
week?
with Chris. Was it with Chris?
Was that the last one we did?
I
Anyways,
think so.
this one's a brand new one, hot off the presses. Speaking of hot off the presses, chick tracks. Hugo, we're doing a loot crate style thing with our Patreon now, so you too can receive. Well, not you. They can receive hot off the presses, real chick tracks. You wanna hear them? That's chick tracks. They're all signed. All of them. Signed by us. But this isn't one of them. This is What a Shame!
Yeah, and this one is actually dealing with a couple topics. It's weird. Jack Chicks has been on a roll lately writing these, like, month to month. It seems like he's getting one out at least every month. Maybe he's been inspired.
No, it's the death toll. He knows his coming death is weighing down on him. He's like, I gotta get all my Jesus out. Like all the ideas.
Maybe. This one deals with some good topics. This one deals with family and evolution, and my favorite topic, old crusty ladies. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out What a Shame. Phone ring noise. What time is it?
2:12 in the AM, actually.
Somebody died! Don't answer it! If you don't answer the phone, it means they didn't die!
That's not how phone calls work. We still have a landline, by the way.
I like that Jack Chick is trying to modernize the comics. He's doing his best, honestly.
It doesn't have a cord, so it's...
So he went with early 2000s, late 90s cordless phone. That's the most modern tech... He doesn't even know cell phones exist. He uses a Nokia Sidekick. Remember those?
I've got to. I have a compulsory disorder where if things ring, I must touch them. That's why you don't put bells on your kids around me. Hello? No. I told you not to call me here. Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, she's here too. Yeah. We'll talk about this later, but I think you should talk to her first. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your mother. She says she has horrible news.
Okay. Check out these bobby pins I put on my wrists. They're all squiggly. I can fight people. I'm like Wolverine. Anyway. Who died, Mama?
It's worse than that, Mildred. I named you Mildred. That's the real bad news. Haha, gotcha, bitch. Anyways, get all the family to come to my place tomorrow. I can't talk about it anymore. Click.
Why did you call me? Facebook group. Now I talk like you for some reason. I caught the old lady voice. It's because I was born in 1986, but you named me Mildred. How about Nancy? How about Karen? Like, I'm not expecting you to call me, like, I don't know, unique. I wasn't born in '05. But Mildred? Really? Tell us what happened, Mother. I'm a vampire for some reason.
That's why I named you Vampire Bitch.
Yeah, I
Gotcha,
wondered.
bitch. Gotcha. I'm the fun grandma, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Anyways, it's all about little Cathy, who used to be my favorite granddaughter. Who's my favorite granddaughter now? Guess who?
Who?
Whoever starts being my slave next. Do you have any black ones? Did any of you reproduce with a black? That would be ideal. Makes me feel superior. Anyways.
Is she in jail?
No, Jowls.
Dead?
No, Koala Man.
Has she decided a family name?
Are you a pirate?
I don't know what I am, honestly. You ran out of identities for the kids, and now
You have 3 chin bumps.
Part of me thought, okay.
Three
T-shirt
of them.
is Sid from Toy Story. Mustache is kind of old-timey, like, soda shop guy.
I was thinking Snively Whiplash.
It's a little bit, it's like Snively Whiplash fucked the kid from Toy Story.
Yeah, I see that. Also, is that a Molotov cocktail?
No,
Yeah. Also, you're doubling up on the skull and crossbones. I'm not sure I mean, the koala person next to you, I'm not sure we're related to. I just kind of showed up. Are you doing science experiments?
This is my ether.
You carry ether?
Again, there's a lot of people in this family. I'm the ether guy. We all need an identity.
That's so stupid. Well, anyways, you're all here because I have to warn you that Cathy is dangerous. She called to tell me that she got saved, and then my face did this. And this is just what my face is now.
Excuse me, I'd like to point out that you called me Jowls, and, just saying.
Yes?
Pot meet kettle.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's compare the jowls real quick. Your jowls are plump and full and voluptuous, filled with probably, fat deposits, and it looks a little calcified near the inside of the jaw. I think you may have halitosis, actually. But, me, on the other hand, I was just a very fit young woman. And my skin just droops off of my strong bone structure. I can't help the times. I also can't help the fact that you can't get laid.
Wow.
It's your haircut. It's actually not the jowls, it's the haircut. Anyways, also apparently I have gauged ears or something, or those are earrings, or... Don't worry about it, my hair looks like a tiny baby sheep. And apparently...
The word you're looking for is lamb.
No, baby sheep, I think, is what they're called.
Lamb. They have a name. I mean, not disputable. This is...
Gooses, geeses. Schmooshes, schmeeshes. Anyways,
I
did you
fucking
know
hate every minute.
Did you know that Cathy's not going to hell like the rest of the family now? That was weird, because that was kind of our plan. Like a little Jonestownsian sort of pact.
I like that they all do believe in hell.
Right, yes.
They're just...
Of course they believe in hell. I'm the matriarch.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I taught them how.
So you believe in hell, but, like, that's your plan. That's your plan A. That sounds awesome.
This next panel looks like characters from a Dr. Seuss book.
Mama, has the curse returned?
No unemployed person since 1992.
My startup, you know what happened with it, come on.
You collect newspapers. That's not even... It's a dying medium. I don't even know how you continue to find them, frankly.
Okay, you said the same thing about my Beanie Baby collection, and look who's coming out on top there. So.
You stood in line at the middle of the night for the Princess Diana commemorative pink Beanie Baby bear.
She was the people's queen!
For England. Anyways, Snively Whiplash Pirate Sid, I think Horton from Horton Hears Who. No, Horton he was an elephant. Which one are you? Are you the one with the star? Are you a star-belly?
Star-bellied Sneech.
I think he's a star-bellied Sneech back there. Anyways, yeah, actually, I was kind of messing with you. Yes, the curse. I just wanted you to feel wrong for a minute. The curse has returned. And it's the same curse that ruined our good family name over 100 years back.
Oh.
Also, your fingers are sort of... They're less sausagey than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
Unemployed person since 1992.
I do a lot of hand exercises. I need to keep them trim.
True story. I named that person unemployed person since 1992 because he looks like the father of one of my friends growing up, who was, in fact... unemployed since 1992. His name is Craig.
Can I point out I really appreciate the pause that you put there for the anticipation of the reveal that he was indeed unemployed since 1992?
I'm going to be honest, my brain just stopped working for a sec.
Yeah, I'll give you this, even when what you say no one's interested in, the delivery sells it, so there you go.
Story time! Gather round. No.
We all know this story already, apparently, because we're talking about the curse, so do you have to reiterate the story, Grandma?
Yes! They're going to make a comic book adaptation of this someday. We have to be prepared. Anyways, my great-grandfather, Oliver Edwardes, was a hellfire and damnation preacher. You can tell because of the coat. It's an angry coat. He kind of looks like... if Mitt Romney and Ted Cruz had a hate baby.
See, I was going to say Mitt Romney and Ash from The Evil Dead if they hate fucked.
Sure, but Ted Cruz's nose. It's the nose from Ted Cruz, though.
Yeah.
Just the nose. They just went to Canada and annexed it. He'd frighten everyone with his "Thus saith the Lord" speeches. He was so unreasonable. I'm going to break character for just a second. This is tongue-in-cheek to Jack Chick. This is his version of winking at the camera.
He's, it's kind of like, you know when your grandparents, like, they try and use the Facebook, but they, like, end up, like, typing in, like, how do I get to the Google? Or, like, they accidentally post porn. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, what you're doing is embarrassing, but it's just so adorable that you're trying. It's like a child that you know is going to die in a couple of years.
Aww.
So any child I would have.
Yeah, it's mostly cheese related.
Yeah. Turns out you're supposed to give kids more than Velveeta cheese pockets for food. And dog food, when you're out of normal people food, dog food, you can't give that to them.
I thought you could.
Yeah,
I
thought
saw
so
a
too.
Preppers episode of that.
You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on the cat food, because I thought that would work better.
He fought evolution until he died 100 years ago. It was a big deal in 1916.
The Lord Jesus Christ created the universe. Listen. Ellipses. He, ellipses, hath in these last days spoken unto by his Son Jesus, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds, asterisk, asterisk, Hebrews 1:2. Sermons were very dry back in the day, if you didn't know
You
that.
sounded like Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, good.
I don't know why that's... Okay.
All things were made by him, Jesus, and without him was not anything made that was made. He, Jesus, are you catching on?
Yes.
Jesus, was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. Satan, and I want to reiterate Satan, created evolution to call both God's words and Jesus liars. So all those turtles out in the Galapagos, little armored Satan poops, just hanging out there. The finches, literally all Satan. Every animal that is shown to be transitional in the fossil record, Satan. Pretty sure whoever ate my lunch out of the fridge, Satan. Looking at you, Greg. And
Wasn't me. It wasn't me.
got
I have it on good authority that Nancy stole the pudding.
Nancy?
Nancy stole the pudding.
Okay, I'll talk to her later. She doesn't have rights yet, so it's gonna get real violent. Evolution damns souls. He that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abideth on him.
Our little town shows science. Great-grandpa was fired. He shamed and cursed our family name. I'm pretty sure this is referencing the Scopes trial from 1925, which wasn't 100 years ago. It was more like 90, but I guess, a little, just a smidge of hyperbolic nature to the timeline. And is that what they're talking about?
I don't know. If they're not, then I'm very confused what town in 1916 even had a majority of the laity who agreed on evolution.
Right.
That doesn't happen now in America because people don't understand science. And B, what town got together and had a vote on what's our town's opinion on evolution? No, and also I see why they believe in evolution. Apparently, one of the citizens is a half monkey, half human person, so that probably swayed the vote a bit.
That's Clive.
Oh, good for
Clive, the monkey man. He actually is still alive to this day. It's weird.
He is an abomination and should be burned.
Bonus point to Hugo for using the word laity in a sentence. Apparently, there's some angry dude saying we came from monkeys. And then, is that Charles Darwin down there?
I don't.
It's like a fat, evil Charles Darwin. That looks like when Harold Penisman still had a little hair and not a scar.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's some origin. Maybe it's an Easter egg. Anyways, also evolution wins. Only when we denounced him and became scientific evolutionists was our name restored. We decided on the club name Scientific Evolutionists. And also I kept dibs on that band name forever. Never ended up taking off. We did like 2 gigs in Cleveland and then nothing happened with it. It was punk core. I think we were before our time. But now it's starting all over again. Cathy is just like great Grandpa Edwards. She thinks she can keep us safe from the lake of fire. I swear she sounds just like him. Maybe she is him. Evolution?
Hand up over here. Sorry, cousin Tom. I'm new here. I just moved from Tallahassee.
You've got the floor, Tom.
Okay, so you said this was 100 years ago. You say she sounds just like him. Are you telling me you are over 100 years old? Because you'd have to be old enough to remember these events and remember how he was. So, are you like 110, 120 years old? Because I think the record's some French lady. It's like 122.
I subsist solely on fetuses. That's why I run the clinic downtown.
Oh, okay.
They're filled with nutrients and stem cells or something. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of sciencey, so
it's like sushi. It just keeps you with vim and vigor.
I don't know if you're more wrong about fetuses or sushi, but I'm gonna go ahead and hang back. Just saying, not how we ran things in Tallahassee.
You really are new here, Tom.
Just gonna shut up now. Does that guy have ether?
That evening.
Well, thank you for the cold reception. You all act like I have AIDS.
Question, do you have the AIDS? Because while we are all for evolution, we hate faggots and dykes.
Okay,
you look like one or the other.
I do have AIDS, but that's because I am Haitian, so...
You're Haitian?
I am Haitian.
You are incredibly fair-skinned for a Haitian.
Yeah.
Were you one of the proletariat of Haitian? Haitian?
Well,
is it Haitian?
Funny story.
I couldn't get through that.
It's okay.
How is Haitian nowadays?
For Haiti, great. For literally anywhere else, hell on earth.
Wait, Haiti? No,
yeah.
Haitian.
Haitian?
You're Haitians, not Haitians.
That's
anyways.
Okay. So anyway, yes, AIDS. No lesbian, if that's what you're asking.
Interesting. So, are you dangerous? I feel like you're dangerous.
Why do you feel like I'm dangerous?
You went crazy on religion, you idiot. You're borderline jihadist at this point.
Isn't that strange? I've heard my whole family had gone nuts over evolution. That's why I'm here. To beg you not to go to hell. Which...
Wait, that doesn't... Hold on a second.
The family switched 100 years ago, but I'm just now hearing about you not being Christian and believing in evolution. Which is apparently
rumors. Do you also eat the feti?
Yeah, but I get late stage. That's how you stay looking like this. I'm actually 10 years older than you. But, yeah.
Anyways.
And you gotta make sure it's the same blood type, or else you get really weird jowls going on, and I honestly think, you've been cracking into too many, A positives.
I didn't know that. I'll have to consider that later. It's kind of like a gluten allergy.
Yeah.
I see, I get it.
Yeah.
But how dare you talk about my jowls in such a way? Also, can I pause the family meeting for just a second and note that person's haircut is like an archipelago of hair, and then there's like a Temptation Island forest sort of thing happening in the middle, but all the trees blew down. Like in a tropical storm. We're calling that the tropical storm haircut.
Can I just point out that archipelago of hair is my favorite thing that's ever come out of your mouth.
Lady and Archipelago, you're welcome. Get out of our house, Cathy. You don't ever come back. We don't want you here. We don't like your kind, Haisha. See? I have no idea why that's funny. It's so funny, though.
We hate you. This isn't your house. Did you forget my mom and dad put it in the will? The house is mine.
Really? I gave it to Ether Guy?
Yeah, I'll be real with you. That day I used the ether on you. It's legally binding, though. This is legal ether.
Oh, okay.
I got it from a lawyer, so I assume it's legally binding ether.
The koala man is so much shorter than I thought when we were sitting down earlier and everyone was like, level? Jowls here is actually second tallest. Only to the Sneech.
So I'm not going... Oh, wait, no, that was her. Fuck.
What?
This isn't your house, was her.
Ah, shit. Well,
yeah, fuck it. So I'm not going anywhere until you hear what I have to say.
Yes, dear, we're listening, because now we are afraid, because it was actually your house. Don't worry about the dialogue flub, people. Just own it. Anyways, Cathy, dear, please let me set you straight, because I'm pretty confident you like vaginas, and the taste of them, and the feel of them against your own. There's no problems with experimentation, Cath. Can I call you Cath?
I prefer you don't.
That's fine, Cathy. I'll call you Cath anyways. But there comes a time in every woman's life when you want your clunge plunged. And I'm sorry, a lady can't do that unless she has tiny baby fists. So, there's no... Also, side note, there's no such place as hell.
I can't get over plunge. Clunge? Like,
Yeah, it's a thing.
Is that a thing, or did you just make that up?
No, in the UK, they call it a clunge all the time.
Because I was going to say, that's like a great, for some reason, euphemism for vagina. I don't know why.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
Clunge sounds like it.
Yeah, it sounds deep and wet.
Yeah. I found a biography of Oliver Edwards on an ancestry site. He was a God-fearing man. As a teenager, dying...
Oliver Edward.
Okay, I don't think you know how to pronounce things. This and...
I think maybe I've been around the block a time or two, Cath. Maybe I know books. I know books. I know words.
Can you name...
the best words.
Can you name two authors?
Two authors. Robert Downey Jr. and Frost v. Nixon. You're making me crack up because that's not funny.
That's a movie. That's why that's funny. Because at least Robert Downey Jr. is a person. I don't know why I thought that was so funny, but that's fucking hilarious. As a teenager dying from pneumonia, he saw devils pulling him down into the pit.
Hold on, he didn't die. He wasn't dying. He was in recovery. He didn't die. You can't be dying from a thing you don't die from.
You know, he was dying real hard. I'm just saying, like John McClane, but with demons instead of Alan Rickman. Fun fact, Alan Rickman is now in hell for being a part of the Harry Potter franchise, which has led to a rise in witchcraft worldwide.
If you watch it backwards, Snape's story is really sad.
If you watch it forward, it's really sad.
Backwards is sadder. You start with the sad and end with the sad.
God allowed the doctor to bring him back. That's why he preached the gospel of hellfire. Remember, kids, if your parents die in the hospital, it's because God wouldn't let them go.
Cathy, if hell exists, then what is it really like?
Thank you. Good question. The Lord describes hell in Luke 16:19 through 31. It's a place of torment and fire and shame, especially the shame. He also said, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So if the fire doesn't scare you, 0 mouth guards in hell. Gonna grind your teeth down. The dentists do not like that.
Do they have intercourse in hell? I'm curious, just offhandedly.
I'm gonna say no. Not a
If
lot of
one
people.
were to go to hell, would they?
I don't think people have sex on fire a lot. So.
Do you know why I wear this pearl necklace? Because I'll never have a real one.
Just gonna move on.
I'm so lonely.
Worst of all, in hell, there's no more mercy. How does Jesus know about hell? Also, if I asked you to sniff this bottle, would you sniff this bottle? I don't think I want to sniff the bottle. It does not smell like a bottle I wish to sniff. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to sniff the bottle? 3. Because Jesus created hell for the devil and his crowd. Which is how I describe demons.
But God is love, and so is Jesus. He wouldn't. Why would Jesus have created a hell? The guy I read about doesn't sound like he'd ever want to burn people for eternity. He sounds like he'd be like, hey, you know what? Just I forgive you, bud.
No,
Give you a little slug on the shoulder, give you a lollipop, and take you to the baseball game your illegitimate father didn't.
God is angry with the wicked every day. He's like Bruce Banner, but with less pants. He reserves wrath for his enemies. God is the judge of all, Grandma, so shut up.
I feel like you're being a little judgmental yourself.
Yeah, I'm being judgmental. I'm a Christian. I'm allowed to do that now.
But we're tolerant, kind, nice people. Unless we're talking about religious people, in which case we hate them. We'd never offend. Unless you're a dyke, or a faggot, or a black, or a Haitian. We don't have to worry. We're safe. Because we're white. And we live in the suburbs. We're fine. It's fine here. There's no crime.
You're not safe. God says, for all who've sinned and come short of the glory of God, you're in terrible danger. Did you see your new mailman? I'm pretty sure he's at least half Hispanic.
That's fine. We let them do the remedial work. So, Dad, what did old Pastor Edwards hate evolution?
The intolerant bigot.
Ha! She made a joke.
Are you okay, Carl?
I have caramel.
Okay. Carl's fine, guys. He has caramel. Oh,
It's sticky.
yeah, it is, Carl.
On my teeth, it makes them tickle.
Did we ever
This lady touches my pee-pee.
All right, yeah. Do we know who he came with? Does he have a ride home? Okay, just checking.
Don't worry, that's Sneech. We gave him to the vampire cousin because she wanted a slave. It turned out he's just a sex slave, but he's a slave nonetheless. He doesn't seem to mind. He gets paid in caramels and hard candies. If you give him a hard Werther's, he doesn't know what to think.
Jesus Christ. All right, I think I'm beginning to remember why I don't come over often. Anyway, because he knew it would destroy our nation, and he was right. Look at what's happening. Jesus' name is offensive, apparently. No source for that, but trust me. Yeah.
I was unaware that it was offensive. I didn't,
Yeah.
My gardener's name is Jesus.
God is removed from the public schools, but Allah is not.
No, hold on. Allah is definitely offensive, so please do not utter the words here.
No,
We hate Muslims. They're brown.
Have you been into a public school recently? Totally. Full of Allah everywhere. It's just every classroom. They got prayer mats instead of desks, and kebabs, and
Is Jack Chick's sole source of information BuzzFeed?
and he watches Aladdin once a year, and that's how he knows about Islam.
I can show you the world!
Yeah, thanks, Carl. And our morals are filthy. So what? God said the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God.
Shining, shimmering, splendid! Come on, gentle Jesus wouldn't do that! I sound like the older brother from Everybody Loves Raymond now! Actually, no, I sound like Raymond. Not the older brother. Deborah!
The Lord Jesus shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God.
Years and dollars, Pastor Edwards. Moving out now. I'm not even gonna let you finish that.
That's what you want. I'll move into your room.
You already have a bedroom. I don't know why you're taking this out on us. That's kind of passive-aggressive, Kath. Holy shit, a Balrog.
Please understand, God gives you only one way to get rid of your sins. God's plan to save our souls from hell is so simple that even a 4-year-old can understand it, which is generally, I make my decisions the same way a 4-year-old does most of the time, and it's worked out for me so far. So, this is it. It's called the gospel, which means it's good news for us.
Wait,
That's
the
earth?
Gospel,
yeah,
the
right there.
earth is the gospel.
Yep, it's
Big arrows pointing at the earth.
See, heaven is out in space, and it's a cloud floating through space. And he sent down a beam with some balls in it and a giant arrow. And
are those
gospel.
tennis balls?
Yeah, he's a big tennis fan.
Okay, why the arrow? We know the direction in which it was. You said he sent it to Earth. The arrow's pointless.
I don't know, he just likes arrows. It's weird.
Did you just not want to draw more balls?
Yeah, I figured the spacing would have been weird if I just drew those, and an arrow fit perfectly. So, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It started when God the Father sent his son Jesus down here to be born a man. His mother was a virgin, and God became flesh.
The only virgin I know of is Jowls.
Why do you have to bring that up, guys? I told you that in confidence.
You know what you've never done in confidence? Been naked with a man. Even I get laid week to week.
Do all mammals count, or does it have to be human?
Of course it has to be human, you sick fuck.
Okay, then I give you that.
Unless it's a dolphin. They can speak to us now.
Little Jesus had the only thing that could save sinners from being thrown into hell. He was not a sinful man, and his veins pumped God's holy blood. So crimson. When it is spilled in the moonlight, it looks almost black.
Was that a poem? Was that Frost Nixon?
Satan knew it and tried to kill him. Jesus never sinned. He warned everybody about hell. He even said, "I am the way that..." Blah, 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 blah. With this, he declared war on all religious beliefs worldwide.
What?
Wow. That's
a new tidbit that I wasn't aware of.
This is what happens.
You know what? Fuck your religions.
This is what happens when Jack Chick starts to lose it. Just so you know.
Wow.
Yeah. Jesus knew he would face an illegal trial and be horribly tortured.
While he's just standing there getting beaten. This is illegal. I have rights.
Jesus, fun fact, was the first sovereign citizen.
Somebody tweet this. This is gonna be on fucking Gawker.
Am I being detained?
Gawker, shut off now. Gawker, shut off. Am I... Hands up! I can't breathe. Brown lives matter. Are you all upset? It's okay.
Jesus took our place on the cross and paid for our sins exactly as it was planned up in heaven. Wink, wink. After he shouted...
That's a bad plan.
No,
it's a terrible plan.
Please trust me, it's good, okay? It's very... it's evocative imagery. After he shouted, "It is finished," he died to wash away our sins with his own blood. Now one last thing was needed. 3 days later, Jesus rose from the dead. He proved he is God, and I mean it. He proved it with all the eyewitnesses that, as far as we know, never wrote it down. But they were illiterate, so I get it. But no one really wrote about it outside of that. There was a Josephus guy, but that was quite a bit later. And so yeah, he proved it. Anyway, he is God. Now for you to get saved, believe in the gospel. God made it so simple. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ. Some turned to Christ in faith, prayed and asked Jesus to come into their hearts, and he did. But the others rejected Christ for the Big Bang. But the others rejected Christ for the Big Bang Theory and laughed. What a shame. Yeah, I don't. All Chuck Lorre productions generally are satanic. 2.5 Men. If you play that backwards, it's actually better than normal because 2.5 Men forward is about as bad as you can get.
Right. Well, I mean, you see, Charlie Sheen does less and less drugs if you run it backwards, so that's good.
During the stormy night, Grandma choked to death on her pills.
Pills?
That's impressive. She has a very small larynx. Anyway. Her soul...
It's just a tiny trachea. Yeah. It's like a little pea-sized trachea. It's like a straw, like a bendy straw.
Her soul shot down into hell faster than lightning.
Lightning is the fastest thing I know of.
How are they brought into... Nailed it. How are they brought into desolation as in a moment they are utterly consumed with terrors? 5 minutes later.
Cathy, wake up! Grandma just died! Come see her face, it's super weird.
Wow, she looks terrified. Also, I wish you had not had me come in here. This is going to be in my nightmares for weeks. So
I'm not dead.
She's...
Gotcha, okay. Fuckers. You thought I was gonna pass away in the night so you could get my wheel money. But fuck you! I'm going to Haitian.
Betsy, you saw it all happen. Did she say anything before she died? Why were you in her room while she was sleeping in the middle of the night? What?
I like to watch.
Oh. I'm gonna start locking my door from now on. So.
She whispered 2 little words.
What did she say?
She said, ah, hell. Does that mean anything? She swore a lot.
I think she saw hell. I mean, I in fairness, she couldn't.
No, what? How? She always said, "Oh hell."
No, but she saw it. She saw it though.
She sounded. It wasn't like, "Oh hell." It was like, "Ah hell." Like she was disappointed. She felt her heart stop beating or something. I really thought that this climax was going to hit a little harder.
Nah, just dead old lady.
Well, good for that. Anyways, that's it. It's the whole thing. I kind of like Grandma here.
Yeah, this was good.
I assume she's not coming back, though.
No, probably not. I would suspect no. But it is what it is.
What a shame.
Yeah.
I don't understand the covers to these. Like, I'm looking at this cover again.
Okay.
And this one lady is yelling into the face of another person who's being probably ethered by that one guy.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, nice. You can always follow us on Twitter at Bible Reloaded.
You can follow Hugo at Hugo Reloaded. You could also go for the $5 bronze-tiered TBR monthly shipment, and the $5 tier gets you a chick tract sent every month. A new one of our favorite ones. The October one is going to be Big Daddy, which was a lot of fun. That's the one we did with Aaron Raw. Yeah. It was a good time. And we sign all of them. So yeah, check that out. New Patreon. Yeah. Brand spanking.
You can also subscribe to the channel and get all your chick tracty goodness all the time. You can also subscribe over at The Quran Reloaded. That's cool. Over there, we do Quran stuff. Islam. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Click it or
Yeah,
no? Whatever.
we do it.
Or if you want to hear us talk about movie, television, video game, what have you, check out Unpopular Culture. That's our other channel. We're doing kind of a weekly podcast style format thing, and a lot of people seem to like it. So go check that out and tell us if you hate it. But if you do, don't comment that. It makes us look bad. So actually, on second thought, don't go there. You're gonna make us look bad. Anyway, I'm Hugo.
I'm Jake.
This has been the Bobble Reloaded. How much is a ticket to Haisha?